This is AIX, your daily dose of AI news.
Okay, this is actually kind of wild. You know how before you do something tricky, like parallel parking or carrying a full cup of coffee, you sort of play it out in your head first? You visualize the outcome before you move a muscle? Well, humanoid robots just figured out how to do that, and it changes everything about how they're going to work in our homes. 1X, the robotics company, just dropped a massive update for their NEO Android, and they're calling it a world model. But let's skip the jargon. Here is what is actually happening. Instead of writing code for every single movement, they taught this AI to understand how the physical world works by having it watch thousands of hours of internet videos. It watched humans interacting with objects, picking things up, opening doors. Because of that, the robot now has a basic understanding of physics and cause and effect, just like we do. Here's the crazy part. When you ask Neo to do something, it doesn't just blindly execute a command. It literally imagines it first. In their demo, they tell the robot to pack the orange. Before the robot moves, it generates a video in its mind of itself completing the task. It runs a simulation, figures out the physics, and then translates that imagination into actual movement. It is thinking before it acts. But here's where it gets scary impressive. They tested this with something the robot had never practiced on, a toilet. They put a toilet in the room and told Neo to lift the seat. Now, this robot has never been trained on toilets in a lab. It doesn't have a toiletlifting.exe file. But because the world model was trained on internet data, it generally knows what a toilet is and how a hinge works. It walked up, visualized the action, and just did it. This is the iPhone moment for robotics we talk about on this channel. Old robots needed perfectly clean rooms and specific instructions. If you moved the chair 2 inches, they'd fail. This system allows the robot to handle the chaos of real life. Messy rooms, weird lighting, random objects, because it understands the concept of what it's doing, not just the coordinates. It means we are moving away from robots that need to be programmed and toward robots that just need to be shown. Every time Neo does a task, that data feeds back into the model, making it smarter. It's a self-learning loop. The robot generates its own training data just by existing and doing chores. This technology isn't years away. The software is running now. The gap between dumb machine and helpful assistant is closing fast. I want to hear your take. Does a robot that imagines future outcomes make you feel safer because it's careful? Or is that getting a little too human for comfort? Drop a comment below. And if you want to stay ahead of the AI shifts that are actually going to impact your daily life, make sure you're subscribed to AIX. I'll see you in the next one.